welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing like a simple makeup look, just like a nice, we're running errands, we're going to Target, and we're just gonna get ready together. So first we're gonna start with skincare, because I believe skincare should always come first. That's the most essential part of your makeup. And I'm gonna put the serum on my face. I do have dry skin and it's very hot. I'm from Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee to be exact. Shout out Memphis. And it's very, very hot here. It's July. And it's just like an extra barrier for your skin. The serum I'm using is called Thick Skin from Tattoo Beauty, which is from Sarah Sachu. She is a YouTuber. She's big into skincare. She started her own skin brand. And this is the product right here. I really, really do love it. I like looking dewy because I'd rather be dewy than being dry. And I just feel like this serum, initially it feels oily, but when it sinks into your skin, it makes your skin so soft. And it just keeps your face moisturized all throughout the day. And I absolutely love it. And I'm also going to use this eye cream. It's from Mad Hippie. And yes, if it will focus. There we go. It's from Mad Hippie. And it's an eye cream. I do have allergies, so I feel like my eyes always just need an extra protection. Whenever my eyes are really going haywire, well, when my allergies are going haywire, my eyes get really dry, especially like underneath my eyes where I have like dark circles and where my moles are. Usually I'll get dark spots around here. My tear ducts will get super dry. The corner of my eye will get super dry with dry spots. And this just kind of like helps it stay moisturized. It kind of like brings back the moisture in my face. Especially because my eyes are usually like constantly tearing up, and that's what creates the dryness. So I just think that's just like an extra barrier to help protect it, especially in the morning, because sometimes it can be very, very humid. So it works for me. I got that product at Ulta, and it's pretty inexpensive, if I do say so. Next, I'm going to put on my foundation, and I use the Fenty Beauty foundation. And this is the Pro Matte Filter foundation, and I believe I am $4.40. I remember I'm a huge Rihanna stan. I am definitely a part of the Navy. I love her so much. And when she came out with like Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty, I was here for it. And I was actually working at JCPenney at the time, so I got like a small discount at the Sephora. So I decided to try it. It took me a few tries finding my foundation shade. I think the first time I got the foundation, I got a shade too dark. I think I got 450, and then I got 430, and that was way too ashy for me. It didn't have the right undertone. And so then I got 440, and it was basically my skin tone, and I was beyond excited. It's even the right undertone for when it's summer and I get a little bit more tan, and I love it. And honestly, I'm probably going to use this foundation the rest of my life. It's so hard finding good foundation shades for like darker skin people, or people who are like in between, have weird undertones. It's a struggle, honestly. And I'm also going to use the concealer. Don't mind me, all of my makeup is spread out on my bed right now. And this is her concealer in 420. I'm just gonna use underneath my eyes because that's where most of my like darkness is. And so far, this is the base, and I say it looks pretty good. For my usual makeup routine, I don't do a lot. It's definitely gotten a lot less because of the pandemic. I haven't been putting on like a lot of makeup in the last, God, how long have we been going through this? A year and a half? Use this Colourpop pressed powder blush in Juice Bar. It's from their Melrose collection. I really like it. It's cute. I try not to use a lot. I like just having like a little flush of color, especially because I have red undertones, so I'm already like a little bit red. But this is like, it's a nice little sheen with no glitter, but it's also not matte. And it's cute. It's something very, very natural. And I like it. When it comes to makeup, I'm definitely more for like soft glam versus like the whole shebang. I just feel like, especially like, because I'm kind of like a homebody sometimes, and I don't need a lot because I'm mainly just running errands on the weekends. I'm mainly just, if I go out, I'll do extra, but I suck at putting on eyelashes, so I just stick to my strengths, you know? That's what you gotta do in life, stick to your strengths. I'm going to use the Diamond Balm from Fenty Beauty also, in Chalker. It's been used a lot. I will say my favorite thing about makeup is highlighter. Just love looking like a glazed glittery donut. Yes, perfection. And this is why I say skincare is definitely a big part of your makeup routine. Because naturally, I'm already a little dewy, so the makeup kind of just like enhances that a little bit. Ugh, God, I love highlighter. It's so pretty. And we're gonna put in a little bit more on the nose and a little bit on the Cupid's bow. So pretty. Okay, and next, I'm probably just gonna do a simple eye look with the Beauty Bakerie Do It For The Grand palette. And here it is right here. It's a very big palette with some neutrals and just some fun colors. The pans are very, very big. There is a lot of kickback in this pan, so beware. Do this in your bathroom sink. I would say that's the best way to do it because there's a lot of kickback. And they're mainly like glittery shadows to some mattes. And I definitely gravitate towards the pinks. I just feel like that like flatters my skin tone the most. And let's go in. So how did I get into makeup? I believe the first time I really got into makeup the first real memory of me putting on makeup, I remember Almays had this like this smoky eye trio. When I was in high school, smoky eyes were a huge thing, and they had this purple one that was specific for brown eyes. And you didn't notice, I had brown eyes. So I was like, I want this. And my mom's not really big into makeup because it's not her thing. And she was like, well, if you want it, you can buy it with your money. And she would give me money for lunch, obviously. And usually, I would just spend that money on like books or like CDs, because newsflash, I was a nerd in high school. And instead of doing that, I decided to spend the maybe like, at the most it had to be like $10 on that little palette, and it was all purples. It was like a gradient from like maybe like lilac. The darkest color was like a really dark purple, and then there was maybe like a neutral bluey purple, and it had a purple eyeliner in it as well. And I was like, I love purple. This is for me. I love this. And so I got it, and I started wearing it to school. So picture me, I was maybe like 15, 16, wearing an all purple eye look with eyeliner. And it did make my eyes look amazing. That was cheap. But also, that was the only makeup I was wearing, and it's just like, who are you trying to impress? It's like, absolutely nobody. I like makeup, and it makes me feel pretty. And that's honestly why I wear makeup today, because it's fun. It's fun, it makes me look pretty, and it's just a preference, honestly. So I would say around 15 or 16, that's when I started to wear makeup, where I really started to like dabble, I would say. And in college, that's when I started trying to like figure out what type of foundation I liked, or what would fit me, what would be the right color, or whatever. And I would mainly look at like drugstore brands, because I was in college, I was broke, I couldn't spend like $40 or go to Sephora for like really good foundation. So I remember trying the I would say the Fit Me Maybelline foundation, I believe that's what it's called. I remember using that, and I think I tried like the darkest shade, even though realistically I'm not that dark. I'm really not, comparatively. Okay, pause story. We're going in with eyeliner, and I need to concentrate or else it will look like straight trash. So pause on story. Yes, good job, Megan, good job. yes, good job, Megan, good job. Will the other eye look exactly like this? Of course not. Okay, anyway, back to my incredibly boring story about trying to find foundation. So I tried the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, which I believe that's still a thing now, and I tried like the darkest shade, and it definitely was way too dark. I believe there was, I'm pretty sure they've expanded by now, but there was definitely maybe like 3 or 4 shades that were like in my color category. And please note this was in 2013. So that was before the whole we need a shade, more shade range movement. That was back in the day where it was like, you get what you get. Okay, first eye is done. And she looks pretty. Will the other eye look like that? Stay tuned to find out. Obviously, that was not the right shade for my eye. I also just realized I didn't put on eyeshadow primer, but we're gonna ignore that and keep going. Because it's pretty pigmented. Bakerie is good about pigmentation, so it's fine. So, I tried that. Way too dark. It was maybe the equivalent of how dark my under eye and my eyelids are, which is beyond dark for me. Because my actual skin tone's way lighter than that. So, I then tried a different foundation. I started looking into, I want to say L'Oreal. I don't remember which one, but it was definitely L'Oreal because it was whatever I could find at Kroger. And I didn't get it because I didn't think I could find my, I was about to say size range, my skin tone, because I believe the darkest shade was called Chestnut, and Chestnut just looked very, very dark, and I was just like, I don't want to waste $10 on this, especially because I had just gotten a job at a lingerie store. I got paid weekly $10 an hour, and I needed that money for groceries. So I was just like, I barely care about what I look like, so I'm just not gonna wear any makeup because I wasn't going anywhere. I was going to class, and it was a journalism class at that point too. So I was just like, who gives a damn? I sure didn't. So then we took a pause on makeup for a while. Oh, I also forgot I used to wear bright red lipstick in high school all the time. One of my classmates told me that if I wore red lipstick, I was a whore, and I was just like, well, I like red lipstick, what can I tell you? So, that was a side note. I just remembered that. And I still wear red lipstick to this day, so who cares? So, my next part of my makeup journey was probably when I started watching more YouTube videos. It was kind of like inspiring to me. I was definitely watching Jackie Aina, the queen of makeup, obviously. I was watching a lot of Alyssa Ashley and a lot of Nikki tutorials and Manny MUA, and I was just like, I want to wear makeup. I think this will be fun. So, I believe that was when I was working still in retail. So it was maybe around when I was like graduating from college, so like 2017, around that time, 2016, 2017. And I started buying palettes. That's when I discovered Colourpop. Shout out to Colourpop for the affordable makeup. And that's when they were coming out with like a bunch of palettes that were very affordable, I believe. Back then, their most expensive palette was maybe like $20. And the shipping was fast. They always had sales. So I was like, hell yeah. I'm in college. I'm broke. I get paid below minimum wage. Let's go. So that's when I started wearing Colourpop. I really liked it. It just after a while it kind of like lost its luster to me because I don't know. It just, I don't know. I still wear Colourpop every now and then, obviously. I'm wearing their blush as we speak. Well, as I speak and you watch. But I don't know. I just stopped liking their palettes for some reason. I think it was because of all the gimmicky palettes. Well, not really gimmicky. Disney is a very, very big and powerful brand. I probably shouldn't say that. But I don't know. It just seemed a little like it wasn't for me anymore. And plus, I started discovering other brands that had a little bit more of what I was looking for. But Colourpop lipsticks will forever be in my makeup bag. Will forever be in my life because they are amazing. There's this one called Bumble that I highly recommend. It is a matte, super matte lippy. Definitely put lip balm underneath that just to be safe, because they can be very, very, very drying. And if you don't like super drying products, then just get the satin lippies. The satin lippies are also very good. I highly recommend them as well. Because as you can see, these are all Colourpop lippies that I got during a 50% off sale, I think. So when in doubt, wait for a sale. And they give free shipping with like $30, and I feel like that's a win. Okay. Pause for my random talking because we're doing eyeliner again. So pause. And like I said, we're gonna ignore it. If I made a mistake, I probably did, because I suck with putting on eyeliner with my right hand. I did mess up a little bit, and we're just gonna cover her up. And as for mascara, I was using the Bambi Eye mascara from, I believe, L'Oreal. I will say, between L'Oreal and Maybelline, I do kind of prefer the L'Oreal mascara a little bit more, just because my eyelashes are not super full, but it makes them very, very long. Very, very long and very, very pretty. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Imagine putting on your makeup, just go to Target. I definitely did that during the pandemic, because why not? I was bored. I wanted to get out of the house. I literally put on a full face of makeup just to go to Target, and when I put on my mask and came home, all of it was smeared all over the mask. I was like, well, that was not the best decision, but oh well, there were casualties. We get over it. Alright, we're gonna go with this Colourpop Lippy Stick. I don't think it'll really focus. And it is a cream lippy stick, so it's not like a matte. And this is in the color Slacker. It's kind of like a rosy pink. And we're gonna go in. Very, very creamy. It's a little too pink. So, this is very 90s. I've been watching old Real Housewives episodes, and I feel like a lot of the ladies wore makeup like this. And this is definitely not, this is not my journey. It is not. So we're gonna go in with the Too Faced Melted Matte in Gingerbread Girl. This is definitely a lipstick that is very, very old, and I know I should throw it away, but The color is very, very pretty and I love it. So I'm not going to until it runs out.
You know what life will be. Here or there, you know. This isn't something you need to think on.
This is nice and creamy and sheer, so it's like a little flush of color. It also bonus smells like vanilla, and I love that. Do one more layer. And we're just gonna clean it up because I tend to get my lipstick everywhere. And boom. Very, very pretty. If you're like my complexion, you can find a color like this. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Alright, so that is my makeup. I don't really powder that much unless I'm gonna be gone for a long time, and it's literally like 5 o'clock, so I'm definitely not going anywhere. Oh, my eyebrows. I just remembered that. Ha, I'm kidding. Never mind. Pause while I find my brow pencil. Pause. Okay, we are back and the sun is behind some clouds, so the lighting's weird. We're gonna go in with the L'Oreal brow pencil. That is my current favorite out of my brow products. And my eyebrows don't color in my brows that much because I don't really have to. Because if I colored it in too much, because my brows are black, they will look blocky. And we don't want that. And comb it down in place. And there we go. As I said before, this is the final look. This is like pretty much like an everyday makeup look for me. And it usually takes me about 30-ish minutes, or usually just listen to a podcast or watch YouTube videos while I do my makeup, and it goes by pretty quickly. That was my phone alarm. That's great. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to my makeup tutorial. That wasn't really a tutorial. It was mainly just me ranting about random things. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. And thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. All the YouTuber sayings. Bye.